Can you guys hear me well? So that was the test. So I did lose my voice, unfortunately. But luckily, I found this guy out on the street, gave him a Muse shirt, and he's going to help us out. Joking aside, JB is my partner in crime. We work together on the partnership and BizDev side. And I also had the product side at Muse Group, leading MuseHub specifically. So I'll do as much talking as I possibly and physically can, but he will fill in for, oh, it's getting better, fill in as much for the slides, and I'll take any questions and help guide through the conversation as well. So thank you for the introduction. I'll move it over to you, JB, and then I'll jump in here and there.
All right. Well, thank you, Khaled, and welcome everyone to how to distribute your plugins. So this talk is mostly for independent developers or companies who want to find a new reach for their plugins, applications, or even samples. So it's only desktop. We don't distribute mobile. There's proprietary platforms for this, but on desktop, Mac and Windows, we're there. So what it is, well, it's a publishing platform for music and audio developers. The context is that MuseHub is owned by Muse Group, and I'll get into the details of what Muse Group is, but it started with Ultimate Guitar and has also MuseScore.com, Audacity, and a few other big brands. So the traffic is kind of funneled from all of these sources to MuseHub, and we're enjoying 2 million monthly active users. And to date, which is 18 months, I think, we had 8 million downloads. So July 2024 was the launch. So what we'll help you with is to promote, market, distribute and sell your audio plugins and applications worldwide. I think we're present wherever Stripe allows payment. We pay local taxes on your behalf, and we pay you the result. We also are the first line of defense when it comes to customer support. So any refunds request we handle. So as an independent developer, the value we hope is good, that you don't have to have a customer support, you don't have to have payment systems set up, local taxes to pay, EU VAT if you're here or anywhere, or local sales tax in the US. We do that on your behalf. So in more detail, what's in it for you is to reach out to these million monthly active users. The unlimited hosting and bandwidth for all your apps and contents. If you have samples as well, we can host gigabytes for you without having to think about it. An important detail is the margin. It's there at the bottom, small print. So we take 30%. It's very much like the Apple App Store and other platforms. So we feel it's a fair share. We process all your payouts after 14 days. That's the amount that automatic refund are processed. If customers ask for a refund within 14 days, we need to be able to pay them back. After that has passed, we pay directly the proceeds to your account. We also have a fantastic backend, and we've been praised by some of our partners, and some of them are here actually, so don't take our word for it. But Cosmos was inspired by the backend of the Apple App Store for developers. So you have access to your analytics. You can see how much money you're making, how much users you have. You can also see the comments. Alex is here as well to help all of you who want to understand more of the backend and how to make your product online.
Let me add to that as well. I think what's important. So giving you access to real-time data also allows you to optimize your offering by seeing the relationship between paid views to downloads to sales, and the power of self-publishing. You can come in, change a copy, change the assets, and then see the impact on the conversion and funnel without having to go through anyone else. You can do it all yourself. So it's the power of self-publishing meets a marketplace, meets a partner portal.
That's right, and with that self-publishing comes also full control over the pricing of your application. So it's fully your control. You can set up the price, you can set up discounts that are automatic at the time you want. So for Black Friday, for example, you can already set it up now that it's going to be active from the 20th of November to the 1st of December, or whatever you decide. We don't interfere. That's fully your prerogative, and you can change the price over time as you need to as well. We support one-off payments, monthly and yearly subscriptions as well. And if you have a free app, if you do open source, and we've seen some here that are distributing or putting out free apps, we very strongly encourage you to come and distribute it. We have a donation button as well, so people can donate and support your project. So yeah, that's about it. But if you're interested, you can create an account with us to navigate this interface and understand it better before you actually go. That's you just come and talk to us, and we'll create an account for you. So who are these 2 million users? So it's an interesting mix, and perhaps a less well-known target user for the typical ADC audience. It's the 95% of musicians in the world who don't necessarily use technology as the main reason for making music. So instrument players, guitarists, pianists, so people who read music and composers. Those are coming via the MuseScore funnel. MuseScore is free. It's used in every conservatoire in the world. It's the most popular sheet music tool, and they need to download MuseHub to access it. So we have a very large audience of people who interact with scores. We also have people who want to create their first podcast and record for the first time. So these are not the people that you can market in the same way that you would market a Pro Tools user. They don't understand what a DAW is. But they're very open to buying tools that are very specific and very that solve a problem. And we'll give you examples in a moment about what can be successful. And then we have music creators, people who don't want to spend money, and they look for free tools before they commit to buying software. So they download Audacity, they download some of the other free stuff they get to get around, and they might make their first purchase, and maybe of one of your products here. So about the audience, where they're coming from. So I mentioned a few of the brand from the group, and we are working to funnel all of these sister brother websites into MuseHub and advertise your product and our partners onto this website. So, for example, we have Borgren Digital recently joining us, doing a plugin for guitars. We are discussing with Ultimate Guitar how to promote that there. That's 200 million annual visitors. So the traffic is very, very large. Hal Leonard was an acquisition 2 years ago. They're the biggest publisher of printed music. So we're also working with them. Audacity, MuseScore, Audio.com, less known, but it's kind of similar to SoundCloud, and MuseScore Studio as well. These are all driving traffic to MuseHub, which Khaled is very skillfully bringing a relationship between MuseHub and all of these entities. Yeah. So about the success stories that we have. Halbe Stunde means half an hour in German. That's the lesson, typical duration of the lessons. If you're German speaking, you might know. They do an application called the Sheet Music Scanner. A great idea. You take a photo of a score, and it uploads it, analyzes it, and it plays it back to you. So it's great for musicians who want to practice their music. That's the #1 paid application on MuseHub, with over $160,000 in revenue since its launch last year. The maker is 24 years old, the maker of this app. Great success. So again?
I would like to add something as well.
Yes.
So I think what's also cool and important about what Halbe Stunde did is they looked at MuseHub not as just a sales channel. They look at it at a market opportunity. They understood that we have access to sheet composers, and then made an exclusive version of their algorithm and application for this audience. And they've really now invested their time in doubling down on it as a market, not just a distribution and sales channel.
Yes, and I think that's the general. We can generalize that. If, as a developer, you're interested in investing some time in understanding what this audience might want and iterate on your solution, you might have some great success. That's exactly what he did. If it's just another channel of distribution, it might not work for you. And so we encourage you to know what you're getting into and invest your time into the platform. Our second success story today is Soap with the Soap Voice Cleaner. So again, a simple idea, and a good market fit here because we have a larger difference of podcasters, people coming from Audacity that do their first recording. And the next thing they want is, how do I make my voice sound better? Now, you can see the interface, they nailed it, super simple. One big knob, two small buttons, and it works. The number 3 plugin on MuseHub with a very large number of sales since launch in May.
And actually, it's a rare chance that I can get to do this. But if you look there, that's Tom. He's the CEO of Soap. So don't take our word for it. You can just talk to him. And we have a couple of partners in the crowd and at the event as well.
So yes, that's about our kind of success stories. And we have a lot more to tell you. We can show you the back end as well. We have a booth over there. So come and see us at the break. We will be there. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think time-wise, we're doing very short, we're a bit shorter, but we have questions. Yeah.